What episode was that?
16.
16. We had you guys on episode 16 where you ended up matching. Okay, so is it a yes for you for her?
It's definitely yes.
Is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
We got a match! Okay. I'll take this and you guys can go on off.
I don't know y'all remember them two. Because I still don't know what dude was talking about when he was just like, you feel me, some freaky stuff. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I still don't know what he's talking about. Hopefully they're going to uncover it in this episode. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all cash up in the comments. Y'all know how I do. Also, if you want to join the $1,000 giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel and go and follow me on Instagram at 200_acres. You are in the giveaway. I will be doing the giveaway live on this channel October 22nd. You don't want to miss it, babe. Let's get the video, fam.
Okay, so as we saw on the show, it's always getting lots of views. People in the comments are always talking about some things that stand out to them. One of the main things that stood out, Josh, on your segment with Jovanay was when you asked her a question. I know, look, you're smirking. I feel like you know where I'm going with this. Your question was something about like sexuality or whatever it is. And at first she was like, can you elaborate? And then you kind of didn't finish elaborating. She was like, yes. Like... Can you tell us like a little bit more detail what you were trying to say?
Yes, definitely. Like I was saying on the show, I feel like, sexuality is definitely a very important aspect in a relationship. And if you don't have that sexual compatibility, then I think that's going to actually make the relationship, difficult. It's going to be very difficult to continue. So, so yeah, definitely. I feel like, definitely a lot of exploration, but within the confines of like my partner's sexual boundaries. Does that make sense?
Okay. So,
man, he still ain't said nothing. We want to know detail. I want to know what you talking about, bro. Like, cause he making it seem like it's something big. Like, you feel me? But we don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro.
He explained it a lot more now. I'm pretty sure you guys maybe spoke about it later. We don't know yet. Yeah. But what made you kind of say like yes before he was able to like finish fully explaining?
Wait, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. There's one girl I was dating in the past, right? And you know how people, they be like, freaky text and whatever you call it. And she literally she said, this is what I like. She sent me a picture of her tied up with ropes hanging from a ceiling. I'm like, I ain't even have, like, it's crazy how I looked at a phone and then looked at my ceiling, like, that's not even possible. But that's what I'm trying to see. If they into that, like getting tied to the ceiling, to the ceiling fan. I ain't gonna pause it that much.
What he meant.
I feel like I know what he meant to a certain extent, as far as just being open to trying new things. Like he said, compatibility sexually is kind of important to a few people. I know that is one thing for me as well. So I knew what he meant, and just kind of saving ourselves some conversation for later. Okay. I was like, you know what? Yes.
Got it. And did the question like throw you off or anything? You seemed a little flustered afterwards, but I'm not sure if it was just...
Well, I wanted to know more of what he meant specifically, but I guess when he got to a point where he was mentioning vulnerability and just exploration, I just kind of was like, okay, we getting into some things. Yeah, that's that's what I took from it. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad y'all were able to understand each other. Us on the back end, we're just looking like, what's going on here? Guess that's why you guys were a match. Yeah. But so kind of to get into you guys matching. So since you ended up matching, have you gone on a date? Have you guys hung out?
Yes. We hang out quite often. So yeah.
I love it. Okay. All right. How did the first date go?
First date, I feel like it went well. To my knowledge, I think we went and got sushi, I believe, the first date.
We went for drinks at Little Rituals.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
That was the
How do you get sushi? It was the same day?
No, that was the second date.
Yeah, second date, yes. But we went to go get drinks downtown at Little Rituals. It was a nice rooftop bar, so
got it.
Nice dim lights and vibes.
And this was after filming or?
Wait, does she got something in her teeth? I don't know. I thought I seen something like on her gums or something.
Was it the next day or?
We went that Wednesday, so it was like about 3 days after, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And so how was the communication after you matched, like up to the point of you guys going on to that first date?
It was. Go ahead.
Okay.
So for me, I feel like that's something I do struggle with in terms of communication. So like I'm very busy with like the work that I do. So I'm like allocating a lot of my time with clients. So I think that me being mindful with Giovanni, and I think that took some time.
So from the day, I think the show was filmed on like a Saturday. You guys went on the date on a Wednesday. So you're saying it was the communication on your end that kind of pushed the date back to the Wednesday, or?
So yeah, communicate. No, I set up a time for
Okay.
Wednesday. I believe that was on Wednesday because I just was really busy. So that's just the time that I had within what I had to do. So
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, because us busy, man, like we just can't get up and just go when y'all, you feel me? Go anywhere when people wanna when people wanna go somewhere. You feel me? You gotta make time for that. So that's for us busy, man. I don't know about y'all broke people, what y'all do. I'm not saying y'all broke, but the broke people, y'all know who I'm talking to. Because 200 family, we get into the money, but I'm just saying the ones who not 200 family and y'all broke. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking
Been
about.
there.
So yeah, the night that we matched, we exchanged numbers and we planned for Wednesday.
Okay,
So that
good.
was fine. That worked out with our schedules. Leading up to the date, we had communication. We've spoken on the phone on FaceTime for about like an hour or so before we met, or excuse me, before we went out. So we had some communication, but very minimal, like he was saying. But just, I mean, yeah, like he said, we were filling each other out as far as like our schedule and getting to know each other. So,
Okay.
but I mean, it was fine.
Got
So.
it. And so after that first date, you guys went out for sushi. You said the next date
Yeah.
was sushi. Okay, who picked the sushi date?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he texted me the next day and was like, "You got plans tonight?" I was like, "No, I do not."
So it was Wednesday, and right after Thursday, you're out
Yeah.
again. I love that.
So-
Okay. So I mean, the communication wasn't that bad then. If you went right in there.
Yeah, like I said, we just met each other, but once we got the vibes going, of course, I was like, "Yeah, let's
good.
see each other again." So.
Okay, nice. So how's it going now? Like, have you guys drinks, sushi?
Another thing, fellas, you seen how quick she was like, "Yes, I have time." If a female wants you, bro, she gonna make time for you. Ain't none of that. Oh no, we can do it next time. All that other stuff that means she ain't interested. If she wants you, bro, she gonna make time for you. I promise.
What else? What's going on?
Right now, I think that personally, I know we had some bumps in the road, but
Okay.
I feel like that's not something that we can't get over. So I think this is part of growing, learning process in a relationship. It's like growing pain. So I think that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk? What are these bumps that you guys are experiencing?
Communication.
It's still happening.
It's communication mainly more so. I try to be as vocal as I can about what my needs are in communication. Like Josh said, it's a work in progress.
Oh, so she don't got nothing on her. I thought she had like a jewel or something on her mouth, but I guess she don't. It's just
For
her
him, he
teeth.
did mention that was something that he struggles with. And it's weird because it's not like he struggles to open up and share like stories from the past or what have you not. But I think when there's conflict involved, or not even conflict, because I don't feel like we argue, we have a difference of opinions.
Okay.
And sometimes emotions can be involved with that too. And I would say the time frame also of him going about just shutting down is what's been mainly more so an issue.
Okay.
So
I see. And I do recall on the episode you guys.
I can tell you this right now. I'm wondering if she let him crush her already. It's so crazy because it's not too many things that I like that the young generation created, but that word crush, they snap with that one. Hey, I like using crush, bro. Like the y'all snap with that one, young generation. Cause our generation was like smash, but I ain't gonna lie, crush is better than smash. Crush is dope. But back to what we were saying. I wonder if she let him crush her already because the way things are sounding, he not interested in her. Us as men, when we like a female, we'll knock down doors for a female. Men, y'all know. Y'all know when we want a female, we're gonna clear our schedule. We're gonna make sure that we make time for her. The reason that he just like, man, I'll talk to her whenever. But I'm trying to see if he crushed already, because if he crushed, that would make clear sense. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's still going on a date with her from time to time and all of that. But because he know he might want to crush again, but he really neglecting her. He ain't giving her all that time. Communication is breaky. I mean, you feel me? He not really interested.
I think you asked how do they handle conflict and stuff like that. You did mention you take your time with like, going at the issue, whatever it is, and I think now you're experiencing that.
I did. And however, in I believe the lineup of me asking a characteristic trait, that was something that he had mentioned may happen. And I just was like, of course, as long as you're able to communicate that with me, so that way I can know we're coming back to this or we're okay. That was something that was also like very big for me. So I just think that's where we need a little bit of work on, is just him being able to communicate, because sometimes it's just going to leave me in the dark. Yeah, in the dark. So, and we're both trying, but I'm trying also my best to be able to kind of figure out what's going on, or, so yeah.
Okay. So what do you feel stops you from like just letting her know anything? It sounds like.
That's a good question. That's something I think I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay.
Right? So that's just gonna take some personal growth. But I think as long as Jované allows me the patience, as long as she's patient with me and wants to continue with the journey in terms of like allowing me to evolve in that aspect, I think it'll work out. I think the potential is there, and I think that
allow me to what? That's some weird terminology. Allow me to evolve. Like, how you gonna allow me to do something? I get what he's saying though, but I don't like the way he said that. If she allows me, nah, bro, ain't none of that. That's total. I'ma settle for this terminology. That simply means that right now I'm still searching, but I'ma still have her on standby. You know what I'm saying? Now she's gonna have to deal with all this junk I got going on, because I'm still out here searching. Now, if she's still there, if I don't find one of these other chicks that I really want, then I might settle with her. You see what I'm saying? That's that type of, you got to know how to read between this stuff. Trust me, I'm telling you, I should have been a psychologist for real.
I hope that she would like to see it through. So,
what's his face? What's his face?
It's no face. I mean, Josh knows. We've had multiple conversations just about, I think one thing he asked me also in reverse was like, well, what is a characteristic about you? My patience, because at the end of the day, as long as there has to be some type of compromise as far as like asking for that patience, as well as giving and trying as well. So I think that's sometimes where we can kind of hit like a bump in the road, is my lack of patience sometimes.
Okay.
And him trying to come together to talk. I have had conversations with him, and I do sometimes hold him to a higher standard with age and experience as well, to know how to communicate.
Yeah.
So I think that's sometimes where my patience can come from, simply is just like, okay, I'm trying the best I can. I want to make a relationship work. He has experience in relationship. I've had maybe like a year times frame with relationships, so I want to be able to learn these things, as far as communicating better with somebody. And I feel like there's so much potential there. It's just like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
okay. So you feel like you're having to really pull information out of him? Is
yeah,
that what it is?
Information, or just him. Honestly, I don't want to say caring, but it's like, what's up? Why are you quiet? You know what I mean? So sometimes it can be like that. So, I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I try my best to call, talk, and it's like, let's talk the next day, or, like, let's leave it alone for right now. And it's just like, all right. So.
Yeah, so for me, like, I'm not going to lie, I do struggle with time management. So I do have a lot of things going on right now, working on my second master's. I got clients, like I said, and it's I'm just trying to balance it. So I think that's I think that I have it in me to I think I definitely do have it in me to get to that potential.
You hear all these excuses he making. Let me tell you, this mainly for the females, for real. Females. We don't make excuses for the ones we want. Now, we'll leave you that a crush. We're going to crush. But we don't make excuses for the ones we really want. I'm just saying.
Like I said before, as long as she is patient, because I think that's something that maybe she needs to work on as well.
And maybe I do. And maybe I do.
And then, so you mentioned like you have like a higher expectation of him because of age. What's the age difference again? How old are you, Josh?
So I'm 39.
39.
And I'm 28.
28. Okay. So that's good for you guys. Like the age gap is not a problem.
It's absolutely not a problem.
Okay.
I like dating older men because realistically working out for me with men my age, we all are continuously growing and learning.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do really love dating older men because it comes knowledge, wisdom. So I guess with that, there are expectations. Just, with past relationships that I would have expected to kind of allowed you to learn something along the way as well, especially when I'm trying to give him my all at my little age. So, yeah.
Go ahead, Josh. I think you want to say something.
That being said, I think we had this talk, and I said that, everyone has different strengths and weaknesses within their lives, and I know that you feel like that should be a strength, but I may be strong in other areas, but that may be my weakness, and along.
Wait, hold up. So this dude, he ain't never get married. That's not his intention. You got to break down every aspect of it, right? From the first onset of meeting her, he mentioned sexual stuff. The first thing he says, I didn't even know he was 49. I think he said 49. Bro, you're almost 50. You're 50 years old. And the first thing you ask a female, the first question is sexual, something sexual. I think that tells it all. Dude, he ain't never getting married. He don't want marriage. This is behavior that he's exhibiting from a young man, which I ain't got no wrong with it, feel me? I got no wrong with it. But I'm just saying, for her sake, she better just get with the program and do the crushing until he feel like he don't want to crush no more and move on. Because if she thinks she's finna be with him, it's not finna happen, bro. It's just not.
You, like I said, allow me to, build up on that weakness and turn it into a strength. I think that the potential is there.
But you gotta build up on what weakness? Nigga, you almost 50. What you talking about weaknesses? You should have majority of no weakness. For real, everybody, we all struggle. But 50? This man done named a lot of weaknesses he got to build upon. Almost 50 years old. So when you going to think about it? When you going to be complete? At 70? You're already 50. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely want to make it work. And so, yeah.
Okay, so where are we today? I know you said you want to make it work. Sounds like you also want to make it work, but your patience is running a little thin. So where are we today? Like, if we leave here now, are you guys still talking? Or is it like...
Well, you answer that. When's the last time we spoke? I believe Thursday was the last time we spoke.
Today is Sunday.
Yes, okay. That's the longest we've been without speaking. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
I'm still trying to honestly figure it out. I think that if I could get your perspective, and then maybe because, I'm still trying to figure it out. So what do you think happened?
I feel like we've ran into conversation where we express certain doubt that we still may have with each other.
Okay.
Whether that be one or the other up and leaving, or whether that be just the topic of family or kids. Sometimes we just have difference of opinion.
Okay.
And I believe we went out Wednesday. We had dinner. This past Wednesday, we had dinner. Mm-hmm. It was okay, but also coming into that dinner, we were having a little bit of riffraff of a difference of an opinion. But of course,
you said on the family and children thing?
Yes, it was, and that conversation happened, I believe, Tuesday. So going into Wednesday, the dinner date, we kind of had quiet in the day, I would say. But we didn't allow that to stop us from having dinner. We had a great time. Thursday, I wanted to go over and just speak with him, you know, just kind of fill out the vibes from the conversations that we've been having. I brought some dinner over. I brought some wine that we both like to drink. And I believe we were just honestly talking about, you know, who's going to get in the shower first, you know? I went and I asked him to keep an eye out on my dog for me, like while I'm in the shower. He has a dog as well. So and he has a boy dog. So I just want to be able to make sure that they're.
And you have a girl dog?
Yes, correct. And I just want to make sure that they're safe, separate, and not hunching on each other.
Right.
Yes. So when I asked him if he can keep an eye out on my dog for me while I get in the shower, it was like, well, babe, you know, I want to enjoy my food. Like, you know, I'm trying to relax and enjoy my food. And I guess it made me a little frustrated from the lack of communication we've already been having throughout that week. And also he mentions that he wants children, you know, sometime soon in the future. So I just feel like if we want to have children sometime later in the future, if that's something that we're talking about, and I need you to watch the baby while I go in the shower, when you're trying to enjoy your food, it's like, at what point do we have any type of compromise to help me out? You know, marriage is always the goal. You know, he still wants to be married and have children, but you don't want to be married and still a single parent doing things on your own. So it did frustrate me. When I got out the shower, you know, he asked me like, yo, what's going on? You kind of saying things in the shower or whatever. I'm like,
well, in that case, like, well, if he's trying to eat and she's trying to take a shower, she's like, hey, just can you keep the eye on the dogs? At least put the dogs in an area where, like, if you over here eating, just put the dogs where you at. That's what I would think. I would come up with that type of solution. I wouldn't just totally write that off. That's just me as a person. Like, if I'm in the kitchen eating and my wife's like, hey, honey, can you watch the dogs for me? I'm about to go take a shower. Yeah, I'm just put the dogs in the kitchen. Well, you know, I don't like dogs in my kitchen. I'm going to just probably move my food to the living room and just have the dogs in the living room with me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. But some guys are different. You know what I'm saying? You know? But at 49 years old, I would think you would know how to compromise. That's a situation you can compromise in really, really easy. But, or either you don't even got to watch the dogs. You can just tell them, okay, I got you, and then still eat your food. You know what I'm saying? If they get pregnant, they'll be like, oh, I took my eyes off for 1 second and they got pregnant. Like, dang. You know, you got to know how to do stuff like that. You know, him being 49 years old, I don't see how he wouldn't figure that out.
That's the end. Like, I'm just kind of like, I'm like, can't watch my dog. Like, I need to just shower. Like, and I get out the shower, you know, he's like, babe, what's going on or whatever. I'm just like, you know, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating, our communication, let alone like you want to watch the dog or excuse me, the lack thereof and just whatever. And he looked and he just grabbed his towel and he went in the shower and he didn't say anything. And I just took my items and I just left. So, and we hadn't really spoken much since. So,
let's hear from Josh as well.
Let's
hear from you, Josh.
Yeah. So definitely, you know, at that moment in time, I take full accountability. You know, my lack of consideration. You know, at the time I just had got in from work. I was tired. She brought food over. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I just ate it. Like,
I was like, what? What about me?
I was hungry.
Forget the dog. Forget you.
I got off work too.
First. Okay.
So, but now that I look back and I can see how, you know, the time spent coming to my place and you know, getting everything ready. I could see how much work she put into that, and I just felt like maybe I didn't reciprocate that in the best way.
Nah, buddy, tripping, bro. That you don't do that, bro. And the reason I say you don't do that is because she made her way over your crib. You feel me? She about to give you some box, and she brought you food. And all she's saying is, "Hey, can you watch the dog while I'm in the shower?" And then he go eat all the food too. I'm like, bro, nah, bro, that ain't right, bro. Guys, don't do this, bro. Especially if you got a chick coming over, she gonna give you some box. You straight, she got you food. You feel me? Like, work with her. Look, man, you straight. You feel me? No, I ain't one of them guys that just say, yeah, she's supposed to just listen. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you got to know how to compromise. Just being real, bro. If I was his homeboy, I'd have told him, well, nah, you don't do that. That ain't right, cuz. You feel me?
Could have. So,
Okay.
I apologize. I'm a work in progress,
Listen.
you know, and yeah. So
Okay.
It's okay.
So that happened Thursday. So since Thursday, she left, you got in the shower, you didn't reach out to her from that point to like talk about this, nothing?
No. When I left, I didn't receive a text message. I didn't receive a call. Like, where are you at? Like, what happened? What's going on? Come back.
Josh.
Just me and my dog left. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like I think I said on the show, like I'm the type of person that doesn't like, I try not to react. I try to respond. So I felt like, all right, let me give some time. You know, that it was heightened energy, heightened emotions. Let me give some time for it to kind of like, you know, maybe simmer down, and then, you know, I could get back to her. So, and I think that, you know, I think it was okay time frame. Maybe you say different, but you know, I felt like that was my intentions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I know everyone has their own time.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, but I ain't going to lie. That's how guys who treat women like that, that's how you really make a woman obsess over you. You basically just don't want them. Women love men that they don't want. I mean, for real, women love men. If you don't want a woman, they gonna love you, bro. That's how you do it. That's why she's just like, oh, please call me back, please, because he just really like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? He really don't care. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he ain't simping, bro. My boy really just on that tight time. He just crushing, and you getting out of there. You feel me? 49 years old, but that's the life you want to live. He don't want to be with no one. He don't want a relationship. That's cool if that's the life you choose. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't even tell him. I can't even be like, hey, just leave her alone, let her go. Nah, because she gonna still run back to him. So I'm like, nah, just keep crushing. I guess that's all you can do. But females, if you want to be in a relationship, especially and you almost 40, you should know. You should know what to deal with and what not to deal with. That's why I don't feel sorry for you. You almost 40. You already know what time it is. You know what time it is. You got a choice. Either you're going to leave or you're going to stay. That's on you. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, thank you guys for watching the video. And always remember, be safe out there, kings and queens. Let's get it.